Hello everyone, I'm Jen. I am your registered dietitian and Pampered Chef consultant. And today I'm going to teach you how to make your own guacamole at a much lower cost than the pre-made type of guacamole you can buy in the store. So this is so easy. I'm going to show you my 4 favorite tools to make it happen. I'm going to teach you how to pick a good avocado and a few other little tricks along the way. So let me know, are you a guacamole lover? Are you an avocado lover? Let me know that in the comments. I used to not like avocados at all, probably until I was maybe even in my 30s, because I just never knew about them really until I started working as a supermarket dietitian and started exploring the produce aisle a little bit more. So how to pick your own avocado. So this really depends on when you want to use it. Here's my tip for you. If you want to use it that day or the next day, you want to pick a pretty ripe avocado. How do you know if it's ripe? Very easy. You're gonna just squeeze it, and if it gives to a little bit of pressure, like you can actually push it in a little bit, then it's ripe and ready for using today or tomorrow. Now, if you're like, oh, I'm shopping today at the store, but I'm not gonna make anything with avocados until a few days from now, it's okay to get the ones that are literally rock hard because they will ripen on the countertop in just a matter of 2 to 3 days. If you want them to actually ripen a little faster, all you need to do is put them next to an apple or a banana, and that ethylene gas that naturally gets produced from apples and bananas will help these ripen faster. So another little tip for you too. So let me know, are you an avocado lover in the comments below, and maybe you have a tip to share about avocados too. So I'm going to share teach you how to make your own guacamole. This is such a fast and easy recipe. Let me grab one other element here. These are, can't forget the jalapenos. We need those. I had them in the microwave because actually I have some frozen from my garden last year. So this is if you ever grow a lot of jalapenos, make sure you just cut them in half and then freeze them. Take the seeds out, wear gloves. I made the mistake of not doing that, and it resulted in like burning hands for hours. And I just was like, what am I gonna do about this? So don't do that. Don't be like me on that. Okay, so how we're gonna make this is so easy. My 4 favorite tools I will explain as I go, but number 1 is the manual food processor. I have this in my camper as well because you can use it without electricity, and you can do all kinds of chopping with it. You can make dips and all kinds of things with it. So it's one of my favorite tools to chop onions, herbs, vegetables of different types. It works great, and these 2 pieces can go in the dishwasher. This is just hand washed, but it's super easy. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put in just a chunk of onion. We're not even using a 1/4 of an onion. This is just kind of like maybe a 1/8 of an onion. We're gonna put in some fresh cilantro. Bonus if you're growing it, because it really is great to grow. It grows super easy. So if you are a gardener, let me know if you grow your own cilantro. And then we're going to put in our jalapenos, and I've got like 3 halves here, so that means like 1 1/2. Just depends on how spicy you like your guacamole. Now watch this. So instead of me chopping and doing all that dicing by hand, we just chop this. And it's completely minced. So you can see that. Look at how awesome that is. So if you have, whoa, it just took my breath away. That jalapeno. Oh my goodnesse. Can't barely even. All right, so if you have a manual food processor, let me know what you like to use it for. I'm gonna set this over here a little bit. So I also like to use it for pico de gallo, fresh salsa with cherry tomatoes. I like to use it for like pesto, garden vegetable dips, pickle dip. If you're a pickle dip lover, let me know in the comments too. So, okay, so we've got that. While that rests a bit so it doesn't like make me choke, what we're going to do is we're gonna cut open our avocados. So these are ripe and ready. I actually bought these about a week ago. And how have I kept them so good? Well, as soon as they went ripe on my counter, I put them in the fridge. And that will actually hold them until you're ready to use them. Now, they don't last forever, obviously, but they will last for a little while. So look at, this is perfect. Pits in there. And I forgot to start with my joke because I wanted to start with something funny. So what do you say to an avocado who does a good job? Let me know if you know the answer. Bravocado! I used to have a really thick joke book when I was a kid, and I loved reading jokes, so why not start with something funny and make life a little more fun, right? Okay, so we've got 2 amazing avocados here. You can see this now. All of that great greenish yellow flesh you want to use, because your antioxidants, as a registered dietitian, I'm going to tell you this little secret, are mostly towards this green outer edge next to the skin. So you want to make sure you scrape all of that down into your guacamole. How am I going to do that? I'm going to use this tool, which is the scoop and spray, or scoop loop, sorry. And this was the avocado tool. So I'm going to show you how this works too on the other side, but I'm going to show you how this scoops out. So you can use either end, just depending on how big your avocado half is, but you can see how it just scoops and really just pulls that flesh right out. And now it literally, watch this, look how nice this came out here. I've got all of those, that dark green portion, which is all of those antioxidants that you really want to have when you're eating avocado. Some of my other favorite ways to eat avocado are avocado toast. I also like to put it on BLTs. I like to put it on an egg sandwich. What else do you guys like to do with it? I like to put it in a wrap. There's all kinds of ways you can eat avocado. Here's how you're gonna get the pit out. You do not wanna take a knife and hold this in your hand and like try to make sure you aim for the pit. That's bad. That's actually one of the most common ways to go to the emergency room. It's actually termed avocado hand when someone comes in with that injury, so it actually has a term. You don't want to have that. It costs a lot of money to go to the emergency room. So what you're going to do is you're going to get this, I think it's like $15-ish tool, maybe 17, can't remember exactly. But you're going to get this avocado tool, and it has a pit remover on this side. So how it works is that you're going to just lay this down, and you're just going to grab it. And I did not do a good job of cutting these in half, but there we go. Here we go. There's actually prongs on it, and it kind of was covered with the flesh of the avocado, but you can see how easy that pops out. So let's do this one. And that one comes out the first time because I actually didn't, I cut it well. So I'm not perfect either, but you can see how it just grabs it, and then you can just put that right in the garbage, and you're not wasting any flesh. So you've got all of it there still. Whoops. Okay, just cracked my chips that I was going to take a bite of it with. So let's get this flesh out of here. So the scoop loop also is really good even in the fall when you're like cleaning out your squash and your pumpkins and things like that. So there's other uses for it. So we've got that. And if you find that there's just a little bit more dark green in there, you just pull that right out with your scoop loop. This also is great for like pulling the seeds out of cucumbers, zucchini, those types of things. And you'll have all of it in one swoop. So we've got that. Look at that. Those are beautiful. Got the little stem end there. Just a touch more in here. This was kind of a big one. There we go. Okay. So we've got that done. Now the last thing we need is a little bit of squeeze of lime juice. So I like using our citrus press for this. Just make it go right over the top. I love the manual food processor because you start with more of your coarse stuff first, and then you add in more of your softer stuff, so you can do it all in one bowl. You don't have to chop it anywhere else. And then we're just going to pulse or pump this again. So tell me what you guys think. Is this like a fast and easy recipe or what? It's so good. Now, depending on how chunky you like your guacamole, you could stop now, or you can keep going if you like it nice and creamy. How it looks. Oh, this looks delicious. I'm going to do just a couple more pumps. It really does look good. And check this out. Look at that. Doesn't that look delicious? So, and I don't usually add any salt to my guacamole because it's perfect. Number one, I'm not a big salt user unless I really need it. Oh, I can definitely taste those jalapenos. Woo! But what also acts as kind of bringing out flavor is your lime. So anytime you're using like acidity, so limes, lemons, when you're putting that in your dish, you can use a lot less salt because it kind of brings out, enhances the flavor without any sodium. So this is how you make your own easy guacamole without having to buy the pre-made style at the store, which costs a lot more than if you just have these ingredients. And you can use this recipe anytime. You can use it at the end of the week when maybe you're like, well, I don't really feel like cooking, but tacos are easy, so let's make some guacamole and make some tacos and get all the things done. So here's another great thing about the manual food processor. You can take this out, this blade, and then there's a separate lid that you can just pop the lid on and keep it in there. But if you want to make sure this doesn't get brown, or if you're making it ahead, you definitely want to do or have it in an airtight container, but always best when it's fresh. So I love avocado. Bravocado for all of you who had a great week, and hopefully you'll make it a great weekend as well. And I'm going to enjoy this guacamole. I love avocado and I hope you do too. So it's a great source of monounsaturated fat helping prevent heart disease, good for your heart. So if you are interested in any of the tools that I shared, I'll be posting a link, and share this video with your friends if you want to teach others how to make your own guacamole. And also follow my page because I'd be happy to teach you other great recipes that are super easy, make cooking easier for you every night of the week. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye.